Great to have you with us wherever you may be watching all around the world. Welcome to round 5, race 3, Formula V 2016 New South Wales Championship. Ray Folletti's alongside yours truly, Zach Caban. We had a cracking race earlier, won by Ryan Reynolds. Let's see if he can do it again. Set to go on away, and a good start again from Ryan Reynolds. But Jimmy Horn's running with him all the way to turn 1. Reynolds just has his nose in front, and Thomas is going to win the battle out of those that start off the second row. He'll hold off Michael Kinsella to the first corner, and then Aaron Pace jumping up into the top 5.
That was Dylan Thomas. Looks like he had another slow start again, and Simon Pace, this time with his nose cone on his car, went to the right-hand side off the track, on the grass, kicking up stones behind everyone else behind him, of course. But no, all the gaps have now equalised out. Looks like Dylan has got moving. Ryan Reynolds, a typically great start. James Horn down the inside? No, he can't do it. But 1, 2, 3, Dylan Thomas, then Michael Kinsella in the blue and silver J, so we can see. Then Aaron Pace, then Simon Pace. Then that's Daniel Stein, and behind him is a bit hard to see from here, but we'll catch with them. We'll see them coming onto the main straight, and we'll see another run of typical Formula V slipstreaming.
Oh yeah, they'll hug the inside of the circuit. Immediately off the top of the race, straight to the inside. No one wants to let anyone by on the inside on this main straight. Jimmy Horn did sneak up by Ryan Reynolds earlier, and Reynolds has learnt from that mistake and held his line very, very nicely as they go to turn 1 once more. All the field coming through. Magnificent field here at Wakefield Park. 21 Vs on track. A 15-lap race, this one, after the 10-lap races that we had in races 1 and 2 to start the weekend. Bit of a different format in terms of our laps and lengths here at Wakefield Park for our final visit to the Goulburn 2.2 kilometre circuit in 2016. Up the hill they go. Ryan Reynolds leads. Jimmy Horn second, but look who's right there waiting to pounce.
Yep, the championship leader, Dylan Thomas, he lost a few points to Ryan Reynolds. He doesn't want to lose any more, so he really needs to at least get second place to be able to look good in keeping his lead to the last round and the last race in a few weeks' time at Sydney Motorsport Park.
Looking forward to bringing those two of those 3 races to you. We'll have races 2 and 3 from that round of the series. It also doubles as a round of the National Series as they come back onto the main straight once more. So of the remaining races of the championship, you'll see this one and races 2 and 3 from the Sunday at Sydney Motorsport Park, and we'll give you the results of race 1 as well. Look at Dylan Thomas right now trying to pounce up on the outside of James Horn.
Yeah, Dylan trying to probably do a run around the outside of James Horn at the corner at the end of the straight. We'll get to see if he's been successful in a second. Here are the leading 1,200 cars going through. We'll catch up to them in a bit later in the track. But here we go. No, Dylan can't get second place off James Horn. Ryan Reynolds blocking the inside of the circuit all the way down the main straight and through the first kink and through this turn, and gives everyone no opportunity to be able to race him at all. Ryan wants to keep this locked up.
He needs to in terms of the championship battle as well with Dylan Thomas. Look at that behind them. Kinsella and Aaron Pace going at it.
Dylan's taken second place off James Horn.
He has done.
He got that on the run up the hill. James had a slow exit to that corner, and Dylan's helped to reduce the points difference from 5 points down to 3 points so far at the moment as the race is unfurling in front of us.
It certainly is. Round turn 10 once more. Good camera shot of turn 10 actually from a distance as they make their way onto the main straight here. Again, straight to the inside. Slipstream, such an integral part of Formula V. Ryan Reynolds not letting anyone by. He's going to make that orange rocket as wide as possible. He didn't even really need to go to the inside because, you didn't even see Dylan Thomas sitting there. You couldn't even pick up Dylan Thomas was sitting there until they flicked through turn 1. He didn't need to worry about James Horn. They've kind of broken away from Jimmy right now, so they make their way up the hill once more. So it is Reynolds leading Thomas, the 2 sparring partners going at it once more. The championship combatants, we love it.
There's Matthew Pearce in the Lepton leading the 1,200 cars. And Bernie Cannon in second place. A very good run from Bernie.
Good numbers in the 1200s this weekend, 5 of them.
That's good. So, back to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan doesn't want to give an inch to anyone. Dylan Thomas, all he can do is stay right on the gear selector housing of Ryan Sabre and pray that Ryan makes a mistake. But he's never done that so far.
What about that moment just then for Darren Williams? You saw it there on shot. He was the car locking up, going into the fishhook once more. Now, look at this.
Yeah,
up on the outside comes Dylan Thomas. Ryan Reynolds still choosing to run on the inside and not letting well, not even giving Thomas half a sniff trying to get through.
Well, Dylan's trying to be inventive. He tried an up and under, or, over and under, or in and out, or whatever you might call it.
Reverse psychology.
That's right, at the last corner, and that's something that you don't really ever see anyone do, but Dylan's trying different things to be able to get to pull alongside Ryan down the straight. Didn't quite work then.
No.
Maybe Ryan might be onto it this lap. Let's see what happens.
We will indeed, as they make their way to the fish hook once more. Ryan Reynolds leading Dylan Thomas, leading James Horn. Then you go back to Aaron Pace, then Michael Kinsella, then Daniel Stein, Aaron Pace, Craig Spark, Darren Williams.
That's right. So these front, very fast group of 1,600 cars. And right there, Dylan tried it again. He tried an up and over, or in and out, or an...
I'll tell you what, it might work for him this time as well. He's got his nose up on the inside. Jimmy Horn! No, Jimmy Horn in the background. Slowing down. He's lost 6 positions.
We'll see what happens.
Jimmy Horn stays down.
Back to the leaders. Come on, back to the leaders.
Up on the inside of Reynolds. Will he get the job done? We'll find out in a moment.
And he might. Dylan's going to know.
Reynolds again just chops him off at turn 1 and says, nope, well, I've still got the slightest opportunity to shut the gate, but you better believe I'm going to do it. And that is a sad sight for Jimmy Horn.
Right, we have the same thing going on with 3 of the drivers from the first race earlier today. Morgan Fremantle, John McDonald and Simon Duffy are racing each other again, and John McDonald just got the lead of that battle pack in that lap. But look, Ryan Reynolds has pulled a bit of a gap. He really doesn't want to give anyone an inch. It's, not the most exciting racing, except for Dylan trying to be inventive and imaginative and trying everything to take that lead off Ryan.
No holds barred in Formula V. It is on for young and old at the moment. Ryan Reynolds... yeah, absolutely. Just holding his own and doing it so very, very well.
That's right. But
I've got to give credit to Jimmy Horn trying to get that car back to the pits.
He's looks like he's got a problem. Probably stuck in gear. I think who knows? Maybe his gear selector's broken, but he's still going around. The white flag showing him. But there's lots of other things going on in this race. The 1,200 guys are really putting it on. It looks like Matt Pearce and Bernie Cannon are fighting out for the lead. We'll try and get a bit of a look at the 1,200 guys further. But again, Ryan Reynolds does a Ryan Reynolds. And Dylan Thomas, let's see what he can do at this go. But Ryan Reynolds won't be making a mistake.
Not yet.
A bit of a gap has now created back to 3rd place.
Oh, Kinsella. Just holding off Aaron Pace there. Nicely done.
Exactly. Kinsella's got 3rd place off Aaron Pace, who's doing a great job. Here we got Morgan Fremantle has moved forward 2 spots in that lap. Matt Pearce in the Lepton, Bernie Cannon in his Kingfisher. And
then we go back to our leaders as they make their way through the infield section once more. Here is Ryan Reynolds and Dylan Thomas. Boy, oh boy, no holds barred between those two at the moment.
That's wheel to wheel and nose cone to gear selector. That's
it's bumper to bumper, and it's a dog-eat-dog sort of game between those two at the moment. Neither one wants the other one to get the upper hand here. Thomas has got the upper hand in the championship. Reynolds is the one doing the chasing at the moment, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do, winning races. He can't do any more than that at this point in time. He's to stop Dylan Thomas winning his 2nd title in 3 years.
Well, Ryan has obviously been winning lots of races, but he's had a couple of really damaging DNFs
there he
this
is,
year.
Dylan Thomas leading the way. He's got by on Ryan Reynolds.
Well, where is Ryan Reynolds?
Now, this is interesting. There he is, coming out of the top corner. What has happened to our championship? Our winning driver of the 2nd heat this morning. Oh, Daniel Stein spun now.
Daniel.
Oh, it's all happening here at Wakefield Park. We didn't see what happened to Ryan Reynolds. He's had a moment somewhere, and he's in all sorts of trouble. He's way back. Steiny spun round. He can't get it going straight.
And, just for a moment there with the 1200s, Matthew Pearce, Bernie Cannon and Ray Cripps, 1st, 2nd and 3rd in the 1200s. But, yeah, that was a shock. Obviously, it looks like Ryan Reynolds had a bit of a moment there at the end of the back straight. It looks like he's back up to speed again, which is, it must have been just a driver error. And here we were saying that Ryan never makes a driver error. But he has been the fastest car of the year with most pole positions and, a good proportion of winning races. But he's had 2 terrible DNFs, and that's put him back in the point score.
Oil flag on the circuit at the moment. So that'll be for the spilt liquid from somebody's car. We're not sure exactly who at this point in time. Oh, no. Black flag. Black flag for our race leader, Dylan Thomas. He's out of contention here. Well, so that's obviously stemmed from the incident with Ryan Reynolds.
Well, we'll see.
Can you believe this?
Well, look, I'm sorry, we don't know exactly what's going on, but that would be a shock and disappointing. So we'll find out what happened.
Black flag for our championship leader. That
the
really changes things in the championship race now and brings Reynolds right back into it.
Well, it does. And in the meantime, it looks like Aaron Pace or Michael Kinsella may have the lead for the race, subject to Dylan. There we have Dylan going through,
Yellow
whether he's leading or not. And Michael Kinsella keeping his position ahead of Aaron Pace. That's Jason and Jason drivers. Simon Pace, Darren Williams and Craig Spark going through. And here's the former leader, Ryan Reynolds, going through with Lee Porter. And then here's this battle pack going on all day. Simon Duffy's got the lead at the moment ahead of Morgan Fremantle and John McDonald.
Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed. I'm not sure what's going on there. There's double yellows being waved at the fish hook. So, mate, we'll have to find out whose car is sitting there and holding this race up. That means that, yeah, okay, Dylan Thomas will come in and serve that penalty. No worries. There he is going in at the top of the screen there.
Yeah, we just saw Dylan entering pit lane. You might just see him going through in a second.
But now, well, the big winner's out of this. Aaron Pace leads the race. Michael Kinsella is second.
Well, it's
holy smokes.
And winners also are all the fans, because all the cars have compressed back together, and it will be a cracking race when this is all resumed. Here's Dylan Thomas. Yes, he did serve a penalty. He did serve a penalty, didn't he?
We're in the big winners here. Green flag, back and away.
Here we go.
Aaron Pace, a brilliant restart.
He's caught Michael Kinsella off guard, but Simon Pace and Darren Williams and Ron Reynolds is back in the frame. Oh, look, this is good. Let's see what happens.
Two winners out of this. The first one, Ryan Reynolds. The second one, Dylan Thomas. Because in green flag conditions, the serving of a pit lane penalty would kill him. This time round, he's still going to be on the back of the pack and he'll still pick up some championship points. He'll gobble up these three cars at the back of this second group.
But Ryan's ahead and passing cars. He's now up to fourth place.
Ryan is the bigger winner in this.
He's way ahead of Dylan Thomas, so the points gap will be even greater between Ryan Reynolds, who's second in the championship, and Dylan, who's first in the championship.
That's exactly right. The main reason that Ryan's the bigger winner out of this is because whilst he was able to resume, the safety car meant that he closed back up onto the competition and has a real good crack at getting by here. Speaking of getting by, look at Michael Kinsella and Aaron Pace, side by side, the run to turn one. Simon Pace is in this as well. Aaron Pace is on the outside, Michael Kinsella on the inside, nothing in it at the front of the field. They go up the hill once more. Don't rule out Ryan Reynolds. He's sitting there in fourth spot as they make their way through. Oh, terrific Formula V racing.
Yeah, well, look, Darren Williams lost. Something's happened to Darren. He's way back, and he was in third and fourth place. But Matthew Pearce leading the 1200s again. Gee, look, too much is going on at the moment.
Oh, it's great. We love our Formula V racing. Ryan Reynolds on the inside of Simon Pace.
Oh, look, Simon.
Can he get it done? Let's have a look and see if Simon might be able to hold on to this on the outside. Can he? No! Ryan Reynolds shuts the gate and jumps into the top three. Kinsella leads from Aaron Pace.
Brilliant move by Ryan down the inside and braking mark coming into the so-called fish hook. I just wonder if maybe Dylan Thomas and Ryan Reynolds may have collided, and with Dylan behind Ryan, I wonder if Dylan pushed Ryan off the track at the end of the straight. Not deliberately, of course.
Well, that's exactly right. We'll have to wait and see. That rivalry, that tension's just gone up a little bit, hasn't it? Going into the next round at Sydney Motorsport Park. Oh, it's going to be on for young and old there.
Ryan up to third place now, only a fraction of a second behind first, held by Michael Kinsella. Incredible. Oh, John, a great oversteer slide, but he was way too wide, John. The apex is over on the right-hand side a little bit, mate.
Way too hot going into turn two, but he was able to save it and gather it up. Look at Ryan Reynolds. What a fight back this has been. Up to second goes the orange rocket. Simon Pace there. Then Daniel Stein rounding up the top five. So it's now Simon and Aaron in a battle between the father and son for third in the motor race, and Michael Kinsella trying to get his first state win in quite some time. It's been a rather off season for him. White flag, last lap board. Here we go. Michael Kinsella holding onto the lead. Can he hold off Ryan Reynolds? What can Simon Pace do? Can he get past his son? Then Daniel Stein coming up there on the inside of Simon as well. Kinsella will hold on to turn one. Stein's got by Pace. Runs wide. Stein spun around again. Second spin of the motor race for Daniel Stein. Oh, when it's not your day, it's not your day. Poor old Daniel Stein having a shocker at Wakefield Park. Dylan Thomas gets another position as a result of that, and that's important to note in the championship as well. Can Ryan Reynolds get by Michael Kinsella.
We'll see coming down in the fish hook. You know, everyone's been leaving the door open, but not Michael Kinsella. Michael Kinsella hasn't done a Ryan Reynolds this time, which means Ryan's is a one position further back, and we'll see what happens if Michael can win. But I just got to say, this is a great race. Turned out to be a great race for Lee Porter Motorsport. You know, we have to thank Porter Motorsport for contributing to this broadcast. But a great race, and you know, it's very, very good. And here we go, Michael Kinsella doing a Ryan Reynolds again.
Oh, the weave from left to right, but Kinsella played it smart. Kinsella holds on and wins, not by much. Ryan Reynolds there in second spot. Then we go back to Aaron Pace, who gets another podium, second podium in succession for Aaron Pace. Then Simon Pace as well. But Michael Kinsella, too much experience in the end there. He knew that if he could get to the front, he could play that smartly. He held the inside line going into the fish hook, did the same going into turn 10, gets the race win as a result. Fantastic racing in New South Wales Formula V, as it always is. And we've only got one round to go in the championship, and it's going to be one hell of a battle between Ryan Reynolds and Dylan Thomas when we get to Sydney Motorsport Park to decide our 1600 champion for this season. The double flag salute as the rest of the field comes through. The double checkered flags. Very rare that we see that at New South Wales level. Dylan Thomas, in the end, he ended up fifth, so not bad. He fought back well there. Winner is Michael Kinsella. Then Ryan Reynolds, Aaron Pace, Simon Pace, and Dylan Thomas, Craig Sparks, Simon Duffy, and Morgan Fremantle. In the 1200s, it was Matty Pearce from Ray Cripps, then Steve Cannon, and then Jeff Bassingthwaight and Bernie Cannon. We cannot wait for the final round of the championship. Thanks, Ray. And thank you out there for your company as well. The New South Wales Formula V Championship, one round to go. We'll see you at Sydney Motorsport Park. Bye-bye.